Hello, this is Tamara Shira, founder and CEO of Born for Greatness Youth Empowerment Resources. And I'm excited today to be joined by Mary Pat Hector. She's a 14-year-old from Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm 13. I'm trying to.
Sorry,
Everyone
sweetie.
keeps thinking it's fine. Everyone keeps thinking because of a blog that I wrote not too long ago for Global Grind that I'm 14, and they keep adding that year on, and I'm like, I'm 13.
Right
fine.
now, we're
I'm
not.
14 soon.
Right, we're not trying to rush you. Just enjoy your youth. Okay, so you're 13, and also the founder and president of Youth in Action. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Youth in Action and what inspired you to start the organization?
Well, Youth in Action is a group of teens and college students that work together to save the world one project at a time. And what really inspired me to start Youth in Action was I was just tired of the violence. At first, I knew I wanted to stop and just change different issues affecting teenagers. When I was a little girl, I was 9 years old, and my best friend came to me, and she told me that she had a lot going on at home, and she moved with her dad soon after that, and I knew I not only wanted to stop child abuse, I knew then I wanted to stop different issues affecting young people. Then when I went to Stone Mountain and I started, hanging out with friends, a lot of them started turning to violence as the answer because in Stone Mountain, there is no recreation centers in walking distance. There's nothing for teenagers to do but get in trouble. And every day I would hear stories about some of my friends, getting in trouble with school, with the law, and I just thought that, it's time, it just needs to stop. And ever since then, I just sparked Youth in Action, and we stood up, me and about 30 to 40 teenagers had a sit-in on Memorial Drive. And, Memorial Drive isn't the best neighborhood. So we slept outside for a weekend on Memorial Drive in Stone Mountain, Georgia, because we knew that the violence had to stop. And ever since then, Youth in Action has been growing ever since.
And I know you're, I've been following you on Facebook, so I know and you're also on Twitter. I know you're now you've branched out to different cities, right? I remember you mentioned that you were in New York at one time. So what are some other chapters, that Youth in Action chapters? Where are some of the other locations?
Youth in Action has several chapters in 8 states. We have, several chapters in New York City, Wisconsin, Detroit. We're working on Connecticut right now. Of course, we have several in Atlanta, South Carolina, North Carolina, let me see, Ohio, St. Louis, and other states that I probably cannot name off the top of my head right now.
That's fine.
But we have a lot.
So now,
and Georgia State University at Alabama A&M in Clark, Atlanta.
Okay. So now, if someone wanted to join Youth in Action, how would they inquire about joining? Well,
of course, a lot of young people ask me if they can join Youth in Action via Facebook because they see all the wonderful and positive things that we're doing while still having fun and being teenagers. So, some kids approach me on Facebook. Some kids also approach me when I go out as a person and speak as a motivational speaker. But I would say if someone who was listening to this video would like to join Youth in Action, they could either Facebook me at Mary Pat Hector, or they could go to www.youthinactionusa.com.
Okay.
And that's how they could get involved with Youth in Action.
Okay, great. And I know you mentioned you touched on this a little bit, but what are some things that you aspire to achieve through Youth in Action?
I really want Youth in Action to become a national organization, an organization that's, worldwide, because I know that it starts with this generation. I know that this generation back in history with Dr. King, Joseph Lowry, and everyone, the people that actually sparked the movement. It was the young people that sparked the movement. And I know that if I get young people across the world to join Youth in Action, we could truly change the world, no doubt about it. So that's what I want to happen with Youth in Action.
Very true. All right, and so what would you say, what are some challenges that what are some of the major challenges that teens face today?
The violence, of course, peer pressure. A lot of peer pressure with these girls and these boys. It's peer pressure. And it will also have to be, them not really knowing themselves, them not being given the opportunity to really express themselves. Because a lot of nowadays, kids are always, I don't know how to politically say this, they're always judged right off the bat just from expressing themselves, and they really don't know who they are, and so they get sucked into peer pressure so often, and I think that's a lot facing young people today. And when it comes down to like peer pressure, violence, and all those other issues affecting young people, that starts from there, and it also starts at home, not being able to talk to like adults sometimes and not being able to express the way they feel. So those are some issues affecting teenagers. And if they're not able to, if they don't know who they are, or if they can't talk to adults, then that's where all these issues affecting young people around the world are coming from. So those are different issues that are affecting teenagers now.
So what helps you stay focused and avoid negative peer pressure, at such a young age?
What makes me stay focused? It would have to be when I turn on the news every day and I see youth doing negative things, and the media only showing that youth are doing negative things, and the media blaming it on the music. I would have to say that makes me stay motivated and focused. Saying that I'm still a teenager, and I'm doing positive things. I'm doing great things in the world. And why are you showing the negative things that we're doing, like, all the time? Like, when I see 16 and Pregnant, or I see these different shows that are showing, like, we're failing America. And I feel like that's what keeps me focused and motivating, getting young people involved even more, letting them know that they don't have to be afraid in their old age. We're going to take care of them, and we're going to be okay. We're going to change the world.
Yeah, I agree, and that's actually one of my pet peeves with the media, is that they focus so much on the negative, and their lives. People are surprised when we hear about teens such as yourself, but just from the business that I'm in with Born for Greatness, I see children and teenagers like yourself all the time, just because it's the nature of the work that I do. And it's really one of my pet peeves that we don't hear about you more often. The news will be quick to do a story on teens robbing a corner store, or a shootout, but we don't see you on the news. We don't see Gabrielle Williams. We don't see Justin Crouch, all of, and there are countless children and countless teenagers doing incredible things. So, it seems like, the youth are failing. It seems like, and which is not the case at all. Yes, there are many things that we need to do to stop the violence and to reach out to teens who are struggling. And, Youth in Action is, a great organization that is doing just that. But, people are misled to believe that your generation is a complete failure, and it's not at all. So I would say, what are some things, like, if you could just touch upon, maybe what are some things that maybe your family did to kind of, what would you say, what was different from your experience as opposed to maybe some other teenagers who, were, were lured by negative peer pressure? What was it about your experience, maybe with your family or, just what kept you inspired and what kept you focused?
Well, like, I mean, I've never really grown up in a household or, with my family or my aunts to where I can't really relate to, like, all people because everyone is raised in a different household. But at the end of the day, I'm a teenager. I'm 13 years old. I'm in high school, and I see different things every day. With my family, they all do positive things in the community. They all do good things in the community. And I'm given this golden opportunity to where it's like, who am I not to be great? That's what they always told me. I was always taught, who are you not to be great? Who are you not to be who you are? And they taught me that God gave me a voice, and I should use my voice, and I shouldn't be afraid. And, that's how I was raised. And I was also raised to go ahead, get your feet wet, and try different things. Before you go to college, go ahead, try different things. Try politics, try acting, try dancing. Try anything before you make that big decision. And I think that if parents go ahead and allow their kids to get their feet wet and just stay determined and focused, then their kids will turn out to be okay. And then also, sometimes it ends up, with who your child hangs out with. I personally only hang out with people that understand me and I understand them and that want positive things in life. And that actually want change in the world. And so I was always raised, you're getting all these opportunities. Go ahead and take them and do good things with them. So that's...
Excellent answer. And then, that's a common theme, that I noticed, from meeting children, youth who are doing incredible things. That seems to be the common theme, that their parents, instill and, a message of greatness in their mindset and, encourage them to try things. So, I definitely say school plays a role, but just from my experience and meeting children such as yourself, the common theme seems to be that foundation started from at home. So what are some of your personal goals and dreams?
Some of my personal goals and dreams, I know for a fact that I really want to be a future president of the United States. I know that I have that potential. I also dream to just make the movement of young people in this new time of age possible. I don't really... I'm like Dr. King, don't put me in a history book. I'm fine with it. Even though he's in a history book, it was never really about the fame for him. It was about getting that message out there and actually making a change and making a difference in the world. And I just want the movement to be known, when I'm long gone. Or I just want everyone to know, I tried and young people tried in 2011 through however long it takes. Because I know it's not going to just take 3 years for us to change the world. It's going to take a long time. But some of my goals are just to make sure that this movement sparks and it happens and that we actually do make a change in the world. And then another one of my goals is to keep Youth in Action going and keep it a youth-led organization. And, I know that I'm not going to be a teenager for long because life moves by so fast. I plan on giving my organization to another young person that really does want to change the world. And those are really my goals and dreams for now.
And I have no doubt that you can accomplish every last one of them. So what advice can you give to other teens to help them accomplish their goals and dreams?
Don't wait to be great. When I was 9 years old, a lot of people told me I could do a lot of things. But I feel like I'm proving them wrong each day that I just move forward. And don't let anybody tell you can't do anything no matter, your age or, your color, your culture, how you look. Don't be afraid to step out there. because a lot of people were told that they couldn't do anything. I'm pretty sure that Barack Obama was told by a lot of people that there's no way an African-American person could ever be president of the United States,
Yes.
but he changed that. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people told Dr. King that there's no way that we could stop Jim Crow, and there's no way that African-Americans and Caucasian people could be together on a bus or sit in the same movie theater or eat at the same restaurant. I'm pretty sure people once said that, but he proved them wrong. Don't be afraid to step out there, and don't be afraid to break generational curses. I know a lot of people feel like because they were raised a certain way or in a certain household that they can't do things. But I want you to know that you can do things and you can do great things, because not everybody was raised in the best household. And that's what I would have to say.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, Mary Pat, I just want to say, was, very powerful, interview. You shared, such great inspiration for not only youth, but, many adults who will have the opportunity to hear this will be inspired. And, I just, wish, pray that, for many, many blessings to come to you and your family, and, just keep doing what you do. It's, it's needed, and, you're definitely creating change in the world. And I just want to say that I'm so proud of you.
Thank you very much. And, it's because of adults like you that there are so many wonderful kids like me that are doing positive things and that keep doing positive things and that will make change in the world.
Oh, well, thank you. That means a lot to me, and that inspired what you just said. Just that inspires me to, keep doing more and more through Born for Greatness. So, before we close out, just one more time, let everyone know how they can, find more information about you and about Youth in Action.
You could Facebook me at MaryPatHector, which is Mary Pat Hector, or you could also email me at MaryPatYouth, the letter N, action, at yahoo.com, which is Mary Pat Youth, the letter N, action, at yahoo.com. Or you can visit Youth in Action's website, which is www.youthinactionusa.com.
Okay,
And that's
great.
it.
All right. All right, Mary Pat. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day, and it was great speaking with you.
It was great speaking with you.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.